Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out, my old friend Larry Ekundayo, I believe still the IBF European welterweight champion.
Correct.
You're on a bit of a run at the moment. You have 3 wins in a row, but more importantly, you fought 3 times in a year. That was 2018 though, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Why haven't we seen you in 2019?
I'm meant to be fighting, had a plan to fight in Nigeria for the WBO Intercontinental against this Argentina kid. And the plan was to actually beat him, have the fight in Nigeria, beat him, and fight the former world champion, which he was South African. Hoping to fight him after, put myself in a position to fight for a world title also against 2 African in Africa. So, but the fight they kept pushing it back, and that cost me a whole year without fighting, and eventually they cancelled the fight. So now I'm back out again in February 15th, so I'm just going to have a quick warm-up fight and then looking for a big title fight after that.
So who was the ex-champion that you were supposed to be fighting?
I can't remember his name. He lost his title to this German fighter. I think he fought in June, sometime in June last year, and so that's just how the whole year went last year. So without fighting.
Do you find it difficult to get fights, and if so, what's the reasons behind that?
Honestly, I don't think I find it hard to get fight. I honestly don't believe that. Obviously, I'm with one of the best, the management company, MTK. So I get fight easily, and So this year, looking to get out and start early, and try and see what the year holds for me.
Maybe you should encourage MTK to do their next golden contract in the welterweight division.
That would be perfect. I don't mind jumping in, and so I know they have a plan, and see how it goes.
Do you think sometimes, on a British level at least, you get either underrated or forgotten about to an extent? I remember the last time I saw you on TV was against Gary Corcoran, very close fight, obviously didn't go your way on the night, but you're up there definitely with the top welterweights in this country, but you don't often get mentioned along with them when they're discussed.
I don't know why, but also I guess I'm not busy enough. Obviously my career has been a roller coaster, so I have to stay busy, and 2018 I was busy thanks to MTK, but 2019 again everything was quiet, so it's hard for anyone to always remember you if you're not being active. So I won't say I've been underrated, but I just think maybe I'm not busy enough. Before I got with MTK, I also have a personal issue outside the ring with the family, and like my daughter's situation with the cancer. So all of that is going to pass now. So I just want to stay busy as much as possible this year.
It must have been tough to kind of focus on boxing. Yeah, it must have been tough to focus on boxing after the tragedy that has consumed your family. Yeah,
it's hard, but if my daughter can go through it, actually both of my daughters can go through like those rough patch, I have to show them that I'm fighting as well in one way or the other. Just giving up is not an option. So.
And how old are they, and how are they doing now?
My oldest daughter, she's 15, and my youngest, she's 7. So they're doing well. So all clear with the cancer with my youngest daughter. And
You must be, even though you've gone through all this stress, you must be one of the freshest 37-year-olds that I've certainly seen, certainly in boxing. What's your secret?
There's no secret. Just live quiet life, and obviously don't put your body through all this nonsense, alcohol, drugs or something, and eat well and all. And thank you for the compliment. I guess it take a bit of time to sink in that was a compliment. Yeah, but I guess I don't abuse my body. Probably that's what the secret, and try not to get punched in the head so much.
Your defensive skills have served you well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. What's your training setup currently? So who are you working with, and who are you using as your main sparring partners now?
I moved to Peacock last year after my former coach retired, Harry Andrews. Great trainer. Training with Martin now and the rest of the coaches, it's been amazing working with the boys as well. Some of the the most talented fighters in the country, having to work alongside with them. There's no a significant sparring partner. There's so many fighters that comes in all day, that different levels, coming from all over the world and all over the country as well. So you get the best quality sparring. When you think you're Billy Badass and you get in here, you meet the really Billy Badass. So yeah.
Who are some of the best that you've sparred throughout your boxing career? Just name 2 or 3 for us that you think are the most tricky or the ones you've had the most trouble with.
Ooh, there's too many, but I would say I will mention Ahmet Patterson.
Yeah.
The tricky one. There's too many. Denzel. It's a nightmare.
See him in the background, he's like ears pricked up immediately. It's all negative though.
Louis, even though it's a small weight, his work rate is relentless. Sheer, there's just too many. There's just so many.
A strange one, Ahmet Patterson, isn't he? Because a lot of people mention him about having incredible ability, and yet he walked away from the sport still at quite a young age.
Again, we don't know what's going in everyone's life, and I don't know. I can't really speak on that, but he's just phenomenal. I bumped into him not too long ago as well. He's just incredible.
Still in shape?
Always. I looked at him like, are you still training? And yes, he's still active, but just not fighting.
And just before we let you go, there'll be people out there that want to know a bit more about you. How can they catch up with you on social media? What are your handles on the different platforms?
I'm on Instagram at Larry the Natural _Ekundayo, and Facebook Larry Ekundayo. Twitter, I'm not too good on Twitter. I can't even remember what
There's lots of people arguing, I won't worry.
Exactly. So yeah, so it's Facebook and Instagram I'm more active on. So yeah.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best luck in February for the next fight, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, Larry.